What is up, free-to-play nation? I'm the free-to-play Padawan. I love Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, but I hate spending money on mobile games. And I believe you can grow fast and have fun without spending a dime. And today, we are going to talk about my brand new baby account, Padawan Reborn. I got fed up with this game about 9 months ago. The mid-game grind was just really grinding on me, and I came to the place with datacrons and various other things in the game where I said I've had enough and I needed to take a break. Well, I took a break for 9 months, and now I said, you know what would be fun, and it's super fun, is making a brand new account. And so that's what I've done. And I said, if I'm going to make a brand new account, I want to share my journey with all of my friends in the swgoh community to show what my plan is, how it's going, and then just kind of do the game together like we used to do. Now, I'm going to be doing 30-minute videos approximately, and potentially work in a few streams now and then. Maybe on the weekends we'll have to figure out and see how that's going to go. But for now, I'm going to do 30-minute videos. And my favorite thing, if you guys can help me out, my favorite thing is when I pull up YouTube and there are comments on my videos that I can answer or just thumbs up, and it makes me so happy. So put some comments in there, even though we're just getting into the video. Put a comment in there, help a brother out, and let's go ahead and take a look at this account. Now, this is day 9 of this account, and I don't remember growing this fast. When I started before, there wasn't unlimited sim tickets as there basically is now. There wasn't. Right now, they're giving out the Phoenix Squad for free. I got the Phoenix Squad at 5 stars for free. Let's see here. Phoenix. I haven't upgraded Captain Rex and I haven't put any work into Sabine, but I'm using these 5 Phoenix right here. Ezra, Zeb, Hera, Chopper, and Kanan. Hera as the leader, of course, in order to do well in Galactic War. So far, I've been able to complete all my Galactic Wars. It's only been 4 or 5 because I didn't unlock Galactic War in the first couple days. But I've been able to do all my Galactic Wars with this team so far, and things are going well. And as we continue to do a quick update on the account before we get into how things have gone, or what my plan is rather, I'm working on Geonosian Soldier, and I'm starting to work on Geonosian Spy. I'm very excited about those characters as my fleet's going to be using them in the fleet arena once I unlock it at level 60. It'll probably take me like level 65 to get the spy ship, because it only shows up every now and then in the shop. But yeah, things are going well so far. Let me just kind of scroll down. I'm working on Tarkin as he is my fleet commander, or going to be my fleet commander. I'm working on Anakin and Ahsoka because they're going to be going with my Jedi team as soon as I unlock Bastila. Putting work into Newt. So anyway, let's get into the plan. This is how the account's going so far. There's not much to show. I haven't unlocked mods yet. I'll be unlocking mods possibly tomorrow, because I should get to level 49 here on the video today. And I'll be unlocking mods potentially tomorrow. But let's look at the plan. Here is the plan for this account, okay? This is my idea for how to be free to play in Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes without struggling in all the various game modes and falling way behind. Now, I acknowledge that if you're free to play, you're not going to be able to keep up with the people that are spending lots of money early on. But the idea is you will catch up to them with the right focus. And that's the idea. We're going to be focusing Fleet Arena early on. Even as early as now, level 48. I'm not waiting to level 60 to focus on Fleet Arena. I'm focusing on it right now. The main focus of this account right now and for a long time coming up is going to be Geonosian Soldier, Geonosian Spy, Sun Fac, Grand Moff Tarkin, and to a lesser extent Jedi Knight Anakin, because he is good in the reinforcements to come in and try to help you deal with those Hound's Tooth ships that you will be dealing with. Also, you don't see it here, but the Vulture Droid is going to be another key ship along with Soldier, Spy, and Sun Fac the Vulture Droid. Those 4 are going to be the 4 key ships. Eventually, I'm going to unlock Houndstooth, and of course, I'm going to go for it because it is a fantastic ship. But until I get Houndstooth going, these are going to be my main focus. Grand Moff Tarkin for my fleet commander, and these guys as my pilots. Now, how do you get from level 1 to level 85 in the game? You have a lot of light side battles to unlock, cantina battles to unlock, dark side battles to unlock. So this is the team we're going to be using in the dark side. As you can see, I have my 3 pilots on this team. I am utilizing them because I'm going to be putting most of the work into them. I'm leading them with Newt Gunray. He's a good separatist leader, and these guys are all separatists. And I'm throwing in Poggle because the Geonosian team is one of the keys that is going to get you into a good guild. Early on, you don't want to be in a guild that's doing Rise of the Empire. You want to be in a guild that's doing Dark Side GOTV. Now, my guild is not doing it quite yet. We are gearing up for it, and we are gearing up for it pretty fast. So I gotta be very aggressive with these Geos to get them to where they are Watt ready. My goal is to have them all Gear 12 plus. I know that you can do the Watt mission with less, but since they're going to be my pilots, at least the 3 pilots, I want to get them to Gear 12 and possibly Spy up to Relic so that his ship hits even harder. So back to the plan. Main focus, these 5. Soldier, Spy, Sunfac, Tarkin, Anakin to a lesser extent, and then Vulture Droid. The dark side team I'm going to be using is Newt, Soldier, Poggle, Spy, and Sunfac. Until I can unlock Geonosian Brood Alpha, Newt Gunray is going to be our leader. Now, the light side team, I'm going to be using Jedi once I unlock Bastila Shan. Right now, I'm using Phoenix. Now, this is not something that you will be able to copy in the future. You're going to have to come up with a Jedi team earlier on. You can get Qui-Gon earlier. See, I'm going for Ahsoka right now to 5 stars and even to 6 stars before I even unlock Qui-Gon. You could just get Ahsoka to maybe 4 stars and then start going for Qui-Gon. Go for Mace in the squad arena instead of, right now I'm working on Tarkin for the Executrix. You got to get these guys unlocked so that you have a team to get through the light side. But Bastila, once you get her unlocked, she is a fantastic Jedi leader, especially early. She really helps you in Galactic War, and she will really help you get through those light side nodes. Now, the Endor raid is the next big raid in Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. And my guild has already told me that is the raid that we're going to be shooting for. Right now, we're doing the Sith Triumvirate raid. We're not doing the Crate raid because the Crate raid is going to be ending soon. We're a brand new guild. We are, I'll have to look and see what the galactic power is. We'll do that in this video a little bit later on, because I want to brag on my guild. It's a fantastic guild, and I'm really excited to be a part of it. Yavin 4 of the Senate Alliance. It's the Senate Alliance's new starter guild, and it is a great guild to be a part of, you guys. It is fantastic. Anyway, light side, Bastila, Anakin, Ahsoka, Qui-Gon, and Mace. Those are our light side teams. Now for the raid, we were talking about this and I got distracted. I'm going to be using the Imperial Troopers, but not the traditional Imperial Trooper team that you normally see. I made sure to select 5 Imperial Troopers that qualify for the Endor raid, because I want to be able to do some damage in the Endor raid. I don't know, and we don't know what teams are going to be best in the Endor raid until it comes out, but I know that all 5 of these characters qualify to participate in the raid, and I know that they make a decent team in other game modes. Now, it would be better if we had Dark Trooper instead of Iden Versio in this particular team, but the 5 that I'm using, in case you're listening and not watching, is General Veer's Lead, Moff Gideon, Admiral Piet, Iden Versio, and Range Trooper. These 5 all qualify for the Endor raid, and even though I don't have Dark Trooper in here, I don't have him in here because he doesn't qualify for the Endor raid. Of course, later on, I'm going to be getting Dark Trooper and really crank up my Imperial Trooper team to the max. But at that point, I'll also be getting more troopers to run under Iden as well, so I'll have 2 trooper teams. And this investment in Iden early on will not be wasted. Now we're moving, as we continue to focus on Fleet Arena, we are shifting focus to the Executor. I am able to get through my light and dark side missions with this light side and dark side team. I'm doing something in the raid, I'm going to be trying to do more in the raid later on, but at least I'm doing something in the raid now. And then the executor requirements, we are going to be going for Bosk, Boba Fett. Cad Bane is not a requirement, but doggone it, you want his ship when you get the executor. So I'm going to be including Cad Bane, Dengar, IG-88, and those guys are required along with some other characters that are on this list down the line. Now, we also need to get BAM. So that's Beskar Armor Mando. So I'm going to be including the BAM unlock characters, the Mandalorian, Grief Karga, Cara Dune, IG-11, and Queel. I don't have to put a lot of investment into these guys in order to get Beskar Armor Mando. I'm just going to be investing enough in them, even though they're good characters. I'm only going to be investing enough in them to get Beskar Armor Mando early on for the Executor. Moving on, we're going to use the Phoenix in order to get Emperor Palpatine. We've already got Darth Vader unlocked at 4 stars. We'll continue to unlock him. Tarkin, remember, we're working on him for the fleet. You see that I'm incorporating teams that have the pilots that I'm already working on. TIE Fighter pilot, he's a requirement along with Darth Vader for the Executor. I'm going to include him in this early Empire team. And then Mara Jade, you can't not put Mara Jade on this team. She's fantastic. And I haven't unlocked her node yet, but doggone it, when I do, I'm going to be farming some Mara Jade. And then we're going to be going for CLS. Now, if you notice, we have bounty hunters, 5 bounty hunters here that we're farming for the executive requirements. These are not the best bounty hunters to get Chewbacca with, but you can get Chewbacca with them, especially since you're going to have high relics on multiples of these characters for the executor. And so we're going to be able to use this team to unlock Chewbacca. It'll take us longer than normal because we're not using the best characters. Although Mando and Grief Karga will have them at low gear, perhaps we can use them to do an even better job than, say, Cad Bane and IG-88. That's probably what we'll do now that I say it out loud. That makes more sense. But we're going to be going for CLS. Again, here is some characters that we do not need to put a lot of investment in, but we need to have them 7 stars. Old Ben, Farm Boy Luke, Stormtrooper Han, Princess Leia, and R2-D2. Remember, we had that Imperial Trooper team from before. We're going to be able to use that team or this early Empire team, either one or a mix of both, to unlock R2-D2 and get CLS rolling. Now, at this point, we'll have CLS, Chewbacca from our bounty hunters, 3PO and Chewie because we farmed him, Han Solo from the raid because I'm going to be farming him from the raid, and then Old Ben we already had previously to unlock CLS. So he's not the best 5th. C-3PO is the best 5th for this team, but we don't have C-3PO yet, so we're going to be using an early version of this team. Chewbacca, Han Solo, and C-3PO are all allowed in the new raid as well, and so that'll give us another team if we add Wedge to it, and Lando perhaps. Those are also allowed in the raid. We can have a 5-man rebel team, and that'll give us 2 teams to participate in the Endor raid. So you see I'm really building this account around guild participation, which I believe outside of Fleet Arena is the best and fastest way to grow your account. Fleet Arena first, guild participation second, and that's going to be territory battles and raids. If you are contributing to the raid, you get higher personal rewards, and you also help the guild get higher guild rewards. So moving on, we're shifting our focus from Fleet Arena to guild content, and now we're going to Grand Arena. We want to have some teams for Grand Arena, and if you look, this is an early Padme team. We've already gotten R2-D2 previously in order to get CLS. Ahsoka and Anakin we've been working on from the beginning for our Jedi team. Kenobi's another raid character, and Padme we can get with our Geos, who we are investing in primarily for fleet. And so that basically just hands us a Padme team, which we are going to make good use of. And then we got to shift our focus to turning our CLS team into the best version possible with C-3PO. Now, I haven't been playing the game for 9 months, so it could be that there's a character that's come out that's better than C-3PO as the 5th man for CLS. Put it in the comments if it is. If not, if it's still CLS, Han, Chewie, 3PO, and Chewpio, if that's still the best team, put that in the comments to help me out. Everybody doesn't have to do it, but somebody put it in the comments so that I can make sure that I am not steering you guys wrong. Now, Jedi Knight Revan, I want to get him because we're going to be going for Jabba. And Jabba requires Jedi Knight Luke. and I wanted to have a good team to put Jedi Knight Luke in. And I fought against some Jedi Knight Revan, Jedi Knight Luke teams, and they are nasty. They are nasty. So once again, we have some characters we can invest in relatively minimally. Bastila we've already been investing in. Jolee we haven't done anything with, but once we get him up with his Zeta, he's going to be a great addition to the team. We're going to have Hermit Yoda because we're going for Jedi Knight Luke. Hermit Yoda's required, so he's going to go on that team as well. And then we could add Yoda to that team. There's a lot of options for more Jedi. We could put Mace on that team, Yoda on that team. But it's going to be a good team once we get Jedi Knight Luke. So then we have some Jedi Knight Luke requirements. Rolo, Lando, Chewie we've already got working on. C-3PO we've already got working on. Commander Luke we've already been working on. Wampa, who doesn't want Wampa? You got to have Wampa, so we're going to be getting Wampa, Hermit Yoda. Captain Han Solo is a bit unfortunate, but you got to take your medicine when you're trying to get a powerful character. You got to do some stuff that you don't really feel like doing. And then Wedge. Like I said before, Wedge, he is allowed in the Endor raid, and we were considering using him as our leader for some of the CLS characters that are allowed into the Endor raid. C-3PO, Chewbacca, Han Solo. With Wedge as the lead is not bad. Not bad. And the reason I have Wedge here is I don't think he's actually required for Jedi Knight Luke, but his ship is. So if his ship is required, he's got to be required too. Okay, now Jabba requirements. We've already talked about Jedi Knight Luke. Boba Fett, once again, already working on Boba Fett. For the Executor, we're going to have a Relic 8 Boba Fett because of the Executor already. Boushh Leia, Gammo Guard, Greedo, and Mob Enforcer, and then more Jabba requirements. Chrysanthemum, Skiff Guard. C-3PO, already been working on him. Han Solo, it'll be great to get him to Relic 8 because he's a fantastic character. Jedi Knight Luke, we've already talked about him. More Jabba requirements. Jawa, Aura Singh, and Fennec Shan. Great characters, you guys. Great characters. And then at the end, we get Jabba the Hutt. And so that is the plan. We're focusing on ships first. We're going to get a Geo fleet under the Executrix. Let me scroll back up to the top here. We're going to get a Geo fleet under the Executrix first. Then we're going to transition to the Malevolence fleet. I don't have Grievous on here, but we are going to be farming Grievous out of the Fleet Arena store. We're going to be switching to a Malevolence fleet, and then from the Malevolence fleet, which uses the same ships as my Executrix fleet does, we're going to be shifting into the Executor, which uses a whole different set of ships that we're going to be farming on the side. So we're going to be strong in the fleet arena. Early on, we're going to be lucky to get top 50. With the hyperdrive bundles that are going to be there, we're going to be lucky to get top 50. However, as we continue to improve our fleet, we're going to be able to consistently get top 20 and then maybe even top 10. By the time we get the Malevolence, we should be able to get to the top 10 pretty regularly and maybe even top 5. I did this before. I did this about 2 years ago, and the hyperdrive bundle was not as popular then as it is now. And I was able to consistently get top 5 with Tarkin, the Geos, Vulture Droid, and Houndstooth. I was able to consistently get top 5 with that fleet. I do not believe that that is still possible. We will find out. We will find out together because I'm going to be not just showing you guys this plan, I'm going to be building it as we go along with this journey. Let me check. Oh my gosh, it's already been 19 minutes. It's already been 19 minutes. Okay, so that's the plan, you guys. That is the plan for the Padawan Reborn account. Now, let's take a look at some exciting things that happened today in the roster. And I'm going to be focusing primarily on early game players with this content. So it's going to have some Galactic War, which I know is not the most popular game mode, but it's important to learn the strategies in order to be able to get through that Galactic War every day. I'm not saying you're going to do it every day all the way to the end, but you got to do it every day as far as you can go so you can get as many rewards as possible from that Galactic War. This is exciting. When I started this account, I was at rank 19,000 and something in the squad arena, and many of you know there's only 20,000 people per squad arena, which means I was right at the end. It was the worst time to start an account. To end up in that Squad Arena shard, I was in there, and I am in there, with people that have been playing for 2 weeks longer than me or more. And I thought, oh no, this is a terrible time to start an account. Things are not going to go well for me, but I was able to work my way up from essentially 20,000 up to the top 1,000 with my Phoenix squad. And this is pre-mods. This is early game. I was able to fight my way up to the top 1,000. I had to spend some crystals a couple days in order to, which is not smart, okay? It's not smart to spend crystals in Squad Arena because you don't get crystals back from Squad Arena. But the reason why I did it is because I really needed to accelerate my character farms out of the Squad Arena store. You really need a lot of this currency from the Squad Arena store because you need to be able to get Grand Moff Tarkin to 7 stars as soon as possible. You need to unlock Newt, who's right here. I unlocked him at 4 stars. I would love to take him higher, but he's not my priority right now. Once I got him unlocked, I stopped working on him. I'm working on Tarkin now. And then when you get Tarkin up, by the time you get to level 60, another thing will unlock here that you can buy called Prestige. And you're going to need to buy Prestige in order to upgrade your capital ship's abilities. So you really need this Squad Arena currency. Even though it doesn't give you any crystals, the Squad Arena rewards give you this currency and you need as much of it as possible. At this point, I'm getting 400 a day for the top 1,000, 200 a day for completing my 3 arena attempts per day. So I'm getting 600 a day for the last couple days. It's only been in the last couple days that I've been able to get to the top 1,000, so I'm excited about that. And this is very exciting. My first raid rewards, you guys. The Sith Triumvirate raid is the raid that my guild is doing. And when I quit the game before, 9 months ago, this new raid system was not implemented yet. So I have never even seen or had this raid currencies before. 10 Treya shards is fantastic. I love that. But I'm really excited about these raid currencies and being able to put them to use. So put down in the comments, what do you think is the best thing to spend that raid currency on early on? I'll tell you guys one thing that I've got planned. Even though I can buy Han Solo shards already with this raid currency, which I think is super cool how they've done it this way. Even though I could buy Han Solo shards, my plan is not to buy Han Solo yet, but rather to buy... Where is he? There he is. Sun Fac. Look at this. 10 shards for 200 currency, which means that if I'm doing my math right, I should be able to... Let's see here. 33 times 200 is... Well, 33 times 100 is 3,300, so that'd be 66. I've already got enough to get him to 7 stars. With one raid. That's exciting. That's exciting. So we're going to get this started right away. I'm going to get a Sun Fac going fast and furious farming him in this account, which I'm very excited about. Sun Fac is going to come first, and then I'm probably going to go for Han Solo and I'm then going to go for Han Solo and General Kenobi, because Kenobi's going to go with my Jedi team and then my Padme team, and Han Solo is going to go with my CLS team. It's going to be great. There's also tons of great gear to get here. I'm very excited about this raid currency, you guys. Oh my gosh. And then the Mark II raid currency. It doesn't look like there's much you can spend it on. Am I wrong in seeing that you can basically only spend it on these 4 characters? Hermit Yoda, Wampa, Rolo, and IPD? Let me know in the comments, you guys. Let me know in the comments if you can spend it on anything other than this. Maybe when I level up more, I can spend it on more. But you know I'm going to be going for Wampa. I might even go for Hermit Yoda and try to use him in my Jedi team with Bastila Shan. That would be cool. Early game Hermit Yoda. That'd be cool. I don't know, but I don't have much of it. So I'm not going to be able to make big strides. I'm probably just going to go for Wampa so that I can have a Grand Arena monster in my roster. So that is exciting. That is exciting. All right, now I have not spent... Let's do a few dailies. I have not spent my crystals on energy yet today. I want to show you guys what I'm farming. We talked about the plan. We talked about the plan already. So now let's go to what my hard farms are. These are the only hard farms that I've unlocked so far that are meaningful to my account. Now some of you might be looking at this and saying, Hoth Rebel Soldier, he wasn't in the plan. Why is he here? But some of you guys know the answer to that. It's Rolo. My guild right now, as I said, is an early game guild. We are doing Lightside Hoth, and we will probably continue to do Lightside Hoth for a while, because Lightside Geo is very difficult. Darkside Geo is coming for our guild, but Lightside we're going to be staying at Hoth for a while, which means if I get Hoth Rebel Soldier to 5 stars, Gear 1, Level 1, no investment, just 5 stars, then I can use 4 of my best Lightside characters to carry him through the Rolo mission and successfully get a Rolo shard for my guild. I recommend every new player get Hoth Rebel Soldier at 5 stars so that you can contribute to your guild's Rolo shards and help everybody get that character, because she's required for Jedi Knight Luke, which is required for Jabba, it's required for Jedi Master Luke, and she might even be required for Leia. Leia is brand new to me. I don't even know her requirement, so I'm not sure. But Rolo is a character that you need for several unlocks, and in order to get progress towards her, you can spend that raid 2 tokens, and I will have to finish her out, almost certainly. But as long as my guild is doing Lightside Hoth, I want to contribute a Rolo shard. So anyway, Iden Versio gives me the Vulture Droid on her node. Plus, she is an Imperial Trooper that I am going to be using. Plus, her ship is fantastic. So I've heard, once again, it happened after I left. I've heard her ship is fantastic. So you know, if we're getting Iden, we're going to be getting this TIE Defender as well. Anakin, he's going with our Jedi team. I've already farmed him for today, but I've already got him to 3 stars in 9 days. I'm excited about that. Hoth Rebel Soldier, we already talked about. General Veers, he is the leader of our Imperial Troopers, so we got to be farming him. I'm not sure how long we're going to be able to farm him for, because you can only really afford to farm so many hard nodes. I'm going to be shooting for 7 early on, and maybe work it down to 5 later on. But I've already got 6 that I'm farming. So once I unlock 2 more characters, somebody's got to go. And I'm hoping that I'm going to have Hoth Rebel Soldier at 5 stars soon so I can stop farming him. But anyway, Veers might have to be the one, and I might have to start picking him up from somewhere else. And then Gideon. Gideon is part of my Imperial Trooper team. Let's see how many Gideon shards we get for today. Come on, baby. Hey, we got a level up. That's always excited to see. Hey, 4 Gideon shards. 2 hits of Gideon. That's great. No thank you, Hyperdrive Bundle. That's it for my hard shard farming today. So let's see what gear I'm farming. I am focusing on the Phoenix because I am going to be using the Phoenix to unlock 5 dot mods. Possibly a video tomorrow coming with that. I want to make sure I record the mod challenges so that you guys can see how I could use, hopefully, how I could use these Phoenix in order to unlock 5 dot mods day 1 of level 50. That's what I want. Level 50, bam, 5 dot mods for everybody. Well, not everybody. It takes a while to get some 5 dot mods, but if you get 5 dot mods on your pilots, even if they're not good mods, if they're level 15, 5 dots, they're going to add a lot of bonus power to your ships. That's going to give you that edge. Fleet Arena is all about getting that edge. Just a little bit of speed over your opponent, just a little bit of damage so that you can hit just a little bit harder. So I've got Soldier. I'm keeping him as high as I can for his level with his gear. He cannot put this piece of gear on until he is level 50. So I might be using Soldier instead of one of the Phoenix. If the Phoenix can't cut it, I might be using Soldier. But Chopper is one of the weakest Phoenix as far as easiest to kill, and he taunts a lot. So if you want to make your Phoenix team stronger, one of the best characters to work on is Chopper. so that Chopper is tankier and more annoying to your opponent. I have this piece of gear crafted already. I have this piece of gear crafted already. I'm just waiting on the levels. This piece of gear, I can go ahead and craft it. So that means we need this piece. This is where my energy is going to go. And the sim tickets, you guys, look at this. They give you so many sim tickets now when you start out. It's fantastic. It's fantastic. We probably don't need that many. Let's try 13. Boom, 10 of them. I love the double drops on gear. It's fantastic. So let's go ahead and craft. Whoops, I had it up already. Let's go ahead and craft this, and we can go ahead and put that on because we just hit level 49. Make Chopper just a little bit stronger. Now, I'm planning to use the Phoenix to unlock 5 mods, and then once I can sim that node, I'm going to stop working on the Phoenix and start working on the Jedi. Hopefully Bastila will become unlockable soon after that, and then I can get my Jedi team up and running. So this piece of gear requires level 51, this requires 52, so this is as geared up as Chopper is going to be for the mod challenge at level 50. The next most important character in the Phoenix squad, I would say, is either Hera or Ezra. I'm going to look at Ezra because he's our damage dealer. We can go ahead and craft this. Put that on him. This requires level 50. We have one crafted already, so we're going to wait until he's level 50. And this one requires level 51. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I think my game might be freezing. Well, I'll tell you what, you guys. If my game is freezing, that is going to be the end of the video. I don't want to turn the game off and turn it back on the video. Tell me what you think in the comments. I'm super excited about this. Mod management is locked. I can see that. We're going to have to unlock mods maybe in the next video. I'm excited to find out. You guys, drop a like on the video if you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for following along with me on this journey. I'm excited to hang out with you guys again when I can get a stream together. I'll make sure I put it in the Discord. If you guys want to join the Discord, it's called Free to Play Nation, and I'm going to put a link to in the description of the video to join the Free to Play Nation Discord. We have tons of experienced players that can help you answer any question that you have about Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. And we'd love to hang out and talk. It's been a dead server since I quit streaming, relatively dead for the last 9 months. So we're bringing it back to life, and I'm excited about the potential there. I want to build a community, not just make videos to help people, which I really hope these videos will help somebody, but I want to build a community around this game that's already has such a fantastic community, a free-to-play nation that has pay-to-play people in it and free-to-play people. Everybody's welcome. But we're trying to figure out how to have fun and grow fast in this game without spending a dime. And I'll see you guys. Oh, wait. One thing I forgot to say. Jesus loves you.